In lab interior, Sentamaru says Uncle Kizaru is coming here, to which Stussy confirms, and says CP0 was meant to wait for his arrival after eliminating Vegapunk. Sentamaru replies to Stussy and says the government's pulling all out the shops Stussy says indeed, I think they consider this incident to be far more severe than Ohara. For one, the doctor continued the scholar's forbidden research, he's taken it much further. Second, not like Ohara, Egghead actually has formidable combative and defensive capabilities. Sentamaru says, when you put it like that it's no surprise they're coming loaded for bear. Stussy tells Sentamaru to call her if there is any developments, and says all the other transportation on the Labo stratum are down. After she hangs up, Sentamaru tells the islanders that they can't hesitate and they all must flee the island before the Marines arrive, which they all start to do. One of the citizens says prepare the ships, we need to get off the island, quickly before the Marines show, listen to Sentamaru. In Building C, Frankie yells for the names of Usopp and Lilith. Frankie, who is only partially petrified, demands S-Snake undo the petrification she did to him, Lilith, and Usopp, claiming that he can still fight with the part of them that isn't stone. S-Snake ignores him, however, and turns to Pythagoras. He demands to know who ordered S-Snake to do this, but all she does is stomp on and crush him, resulting in a huge explosion. As she starts to walk away, Frankie tries calling her again. On the second floor of Building A, Chopper, Robin, and Atlas are flying around looking for Vegapunk. Chopper says those Seraphim and explosion, I hope everyone's alright. Robin says I tried checking, it seems the Seraphims are running amok. Atlas says you are mistaken, that doesn't make any sense. Chopper says one thing for sure, when Nami screams a certain someone will always dash to her and instantly aid her. Robin says we should focus. I bet everyone's pinned down, since they are fighting. What if something happens to Vegapunk's main body, while they are distracted? Chopper says ah, good point. Atlas says that she may have an idea as to where the Stella is and the two follow her lead. On the third floor, Nami tries to help Edison while Brook decides to go look for Vegapunk, while Sanji continues his fight with S-Shark. Sanji says don't act so surprised, this is the undying power of love. On the fourth floor, Zoro realizes that S-Bear and S-Hawk's flames are not going out, but Luffy notices that S-Hawk has left the room. Lucci says that S-Hawk is choosing to prioritize killing the weaker members of the crew and save the more troublesome members for later, thinking they will be too rattled to fight effectively. Zoro immediately runs after S-Hawk, and Luffy says quick go help him Usopp before he gets lost. Kaku says man what a bother. Kaku runs after Zoro and says slow down Roronoa. Luffy plans on using an attack, but Kaku says wait, who are you calling Usopp? Luffy uses Hawk Gatling and says I'll blast that fire away. Lucci yells at Luffy and says use your pathetic brain, it doesn't matter how much you try hitting it, that won't work. Meanwhile Bonnie is still looking through her father's memories, and what she is seeing has brought her down to her knees and she begins crying profusely. Around 3 months ago, someone contacted the 5 elders and told them that Dr. Vegapunk was researching the contents of the Void Century. CP5 was dispatched to investigate but they found no evidence, yet the ship that left with them suddenly disappeared. CP7 and CP8 were dispatched to investigate but they too disappeared. Then, the mysterious person contacted the 5 elders again, and eventually they came to believe that Vegapunk had betrayed the world government. Choosing to assassinate him, CP0 was dispatched to handle the situation, and one of the elders chose to go in person as they expected Vegapunk to retaliate. Reinforcements were requested from various marine branches, meaning war was looming on the horizon. However, the sudden and unexpected appearance of Emperor Straw Hat ship left the government forces feeling more than a little disquieted by this complications. One of the elders says did you say Straw Hat, him again? The narrator says in any case, this chain of events is going to culminate tomorrow, and the outcome will shock the whole world. Down in the hidden lab, the person who shot Shaka enters the lab as Vegapunk says this was all you're doing, and asks why they are doing this. The person turns out to be York, who evilly tells Vegapunk that she wants to become a world noble. Vegapunk angrily asks why she would want to be such a thing since she has been to Mary Joieuse in the past and seen how horrible they are, but York just laughs and says that he sounds like Shaka, though she now considers him dead. York then tells Vegapunk that she thinks it's too confusing that so many people are walking around calling themselves Vegapunk, and that the world will be better off with just one of us. Hey you, yes I mean you, before you leave don't forget to press that subscribe button, and what are your thoughts on this chapter? Leave your answers in the comments section below.